All right, so let's continue this conversation on money. So I did the math. My math was a little off. But let's say over a 5-year period, I'm finna show you why we just ain't handling business. So if you have 5 income streams, right, and you saved $111 from each one per day on average, for 5 years, you'll be have over $1 million in cash in 5 years. So what I was saying on the first video is it's all about income streams. It's all about getting those incomes coming in and keeping as much of it as you can. So if you making, let's say you got incomes where you're making over $200 a day from it. Say you got vending machines, say you got a laundromat, whatever it is. Say you got ATMs, say you got a restaurant, food truck, whatever it is. If you let's say you had a food truck and you ran that food truck for 5 years, and every time you cashed out at the end of the night, you kept $111. You gonna have $1 million in cash. People say, well, you need to invest that. No, you don't. You can, but think about it. The main thing with you is health. If you can continue that pace, and let's say you obviously gonna add more income. Let's say now you got rental property. Let's say now you got a deal on a rental property. You use some stuff, you use some things to maintain your income, like budgeting the money, managing the money. But you use saving to build wealth. I believe you use income streams and saving those as much as you can from them income streams, and that's what's going to build your wealth. I think in terms of investments that I do believe in, I believe in them index funds. I believe in, I'm going to do the SEP, the self-employment pension. I haven't got around to it, but I am. So I am going to have investments. But that's just to maintain the wealth. Let's say I say, okay, well, every time I load up this or that with money, I'm going to put it in a different place and start over. That's what I do. Like, for instance, y'all think this stuff don't matter. This is my change bank. I don't know why I got trash in there, but this is my change bank, right? When this fills up, and it's a lot of quarters, nickels, dimes, pennies in there. When it fills up, I'm going to cash it out, keep it, and start over. Because to me, as long as there's a thing called money, I think this is the way you build it. And the times I got away from this, the times I went broke, the times I did this, is the times my money grew. Like the YouTube money, keeping it. And I shouldn't be saying that. Hopefully they ain't gonna hate on me and start shadow banning me even more for saying I'm saving the YouTube money. But that's what I believe. You ain't gotta dox me or anything like that. Listen, I done had my fair share of financial problems. And what y'all don't realize is that sometimes when you have problems, you either gonna learn or you're gonna keep failing. I know what caused the problems. It's not saving. It's not saving, because think about it. Are you gonna get in a tight if you just been through the years just stacking your money up? It don't matter where you work. You should be saving some money. There's no way you should spend every dime and be waiting to get a check. You should be saving some of that. You should be, again, budgeting is to maintain. It's not the way you build wealth. You ever seen that person that always got coupons, always looking for deals, but they still broke? That's why. Because that's not how you build wealth. That's how you maintain wealth. But these people, usually they'll have habits that's breaking them. You'll have habits that's breaking. Like, for instance, if you spend all your money trying to win money and you don't win, wait, hold on. Let me turn that on. If you spend all your money trying to win money and you don't win, then you just wasting. It's all right to take a little risk. Like, I'm not against gambling, but I know firsthand that if you do it too much, it's like you're gonna be wasting your resources. So the main things to me is saving and building incomes. Build as many incomes as you can handle without, like, biting off more than you could chew. Like, you start getting too many income, now you're gonna have to start hiring people. And you still could get there, but you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to pay some people. So let's go for a little ride. Let's go for a little ride and finish this conversation. So, to me, that's the way you do it. And to me, it can still happen no matter where you start. I don't care if you the fry guy at McDonald's. You're only making $12, $11, $12 an hour. Man, you start out saying, man, I'm going to save X amount untouched. That's how you do that. You keep doing that, and then you add either a second job or a side hustle or a business. I wouldn't go to business right away. Just do something like a second job or like a side hustle, like do one of these gigs, Instacart or something like that. Or you could get a paper route, or you could do all three. You'd be like, well, I'm going to sleep when I can, but I'm finna go hard for like a year. Pause. Say, I'm finna really go for it for like a year. Man, you do that a year, you be saving one of them incomes all the way. And like, you get a second job, don't be trying to beat the taxation. You got a second job, you already know that if it's just you need to claim 0, and maybe you'll still get a tax refund that you can put up. And that's another thing. People be making enough money in their tax refund, but they be getting them every year. New car, new TV. Don't save nothing. Now imagine you one of them people that get $8,000 in tax refund per year. If you save 25% of that, if you save $2,000 and you got that same refund for like 10 years, man, that's 20 G's. You got 20,000 in this area where I live, man, you doing all right. You ain't rich, but you ain't poor either, or broke. You got 20,000 in cash in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You ain't broke. You can get car repair, you can get shoes, you can get an outfit. If you celebrate Christmas, you can get Christmas gifts without hassle. You can make purchases. You can take a vacation. You can do some things. You got 20,000. That's how you're supposed to do it, man. Like, some people, all they want to do is look like they got money. They got cars that rich people don't even got. They buying houses in neighborhoods that, like they say, your house shouldn't be more than 30% of what you make in a year. So if you making $100,000, they say your house should be $300,000 or less. People will make $100,000 and their house is like $500,000 or $600,000. You don't want to do that. I would say you go even lower. Like, you making $30,000 a year, you might have to live in the sketchy area with all them teenagers and just put some cameras on your house. And then once you get up there, you can either rent that house out or sell it. Because think about it. If you only paid $90,000 for your house, in most areas, if it ain't too much crime or too much this, too much that house is going to go up. And you pay that $90,000 house off, and now it's worth 180,000. You sell it for 150,000. You done got your 90,000 back. This is why they say houses is wealth. And that's why I would, before I did rental properties, I would just try to flip them. Like, I would try to fix them up and flip them. I wouldn't even want to rent them out. I want all mine up front if I deal with real estate. I don't want that rent. Because, you know, things happen to people, man. And because they can't pay their rent don't mean they're a bad person. Things happen. And my chocolate self done disappeared in the dark. But I'm almost done with this video anyway. So that's we'll just call it, for the sake of modesty, my opinion. Even though I know I'm right. That's how you do it. You know, some of y'all been fighting with that stock market for years and you ain't got nowhere. Think about what happened with Enron. You think Enron affected people who do what I'm talking about? No, because they wouldn't have put all that money in Enron. I know somebody, their uncle lost hundreds of thousands with that Enron thing. But anyway, this thing ain't working again. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping All Subjects channel.